to Roger.
To Roger? You mean Jack?
Stop. Oh, or we're opposite.
I know, it drives me crazy.
You guys are on.
Hi there.
There we go. That's better.
I guess we're on. We don't have Alex as our intro girl today. So are we really on? We really are? Okay. Hi. I'm Linda Lee, and this is Samantha Plow.
Plotch.
I bet you get everything.
I do. It is plow like dough.
Yeah, well, that's what helped me figure it out. Plow like dough. That's funny. Well, as you may know, Samantha lives in South Carolina, but she does a lot of work for us and is a constant source of inspiration. I don't know. You just are amazing. Plus, you're fast.
I was telling, this is interesting that you say that, because I was telling Alex, like, how many day jackets did I make before I came here?
Well,
3, I'm counting that we're showing today.
Well, 3, but you have 5 more at home.
Or more.
Or more.
I think I have more. But because I'm doing the same thing over and over again, you get quicker at it. You know, you already know I needed a broad back adjustment, and I'd already made it. And so I'm not trying to reinvent.
Yeah, I think that's true. And then when you change the details like you do, it's like it's 3 or 10 different day jackets. Nobody would look at them and say, oh my gosh, she's got on another day jacket.
That's true. We should show a normal day jacket.
Yeah, we should. Actually.
And each one is different. I did each collar different, not planning on it. Each sleeve is different, not planning on it. So we'll get into it. And
yeah, we will. Well, why is a day jacket one of your favorites to work with?
I think because it's so easy. It's really 3 pieces. Maybe 4 if you want to include the collar, but you don't have to include the collar. I made one without a collar, but it's a front, a back, and an arm. Really, that's it.
Yeah. Well, the evolution of the day jacket is actually kind of from Kathy Davis. Not
Absolutely.
kind of, but
it is from her.
It is from Kathy Davis. Because she was making a lot of now shirts.
She probably has 300 now shirts.
I would say that's a close guess. This is all right. So I don't know whether it just felt repetitive or she had a new idea. Probably that, actually. And she started she put pockets on it, on the now.
Patches here.
Patches on the sleeves. And finally, it was so different. But it's the basic fit and shape that we turned it into a separate pattern called the day jacket. So here it is. I hope you can see the details. There's a big pocket right here. Hello. And these sleeve patches, kind of like the Hunter,
see that?
LL Bean. You put a suede
Yes.
patch. In fact, that's how I fix my husband's hunting shirts, because he blows out the elbows when he's shooting sporting clays. So I keep putting patches on the elbows. And then a cuff.
And then you did the band at the bottom.
Band at the bottom. The collar is cut down. Well, it's different altogether, really. It's the now collar is like a tube, but this is just a nice stand-up collar.
Which I have changed many ways.
Yeah. I wonder if we might have more kits of this.
I wonder if we do.
Maybe Alex can see. It's a raspberry corduroy. Maybe not. Maybe we're sold out. Deb will know. We have this same kit in a fine whale corduroy. Is that the way to say that? Yeah.
But this pattern is so malleable. In one, this is great. This is fun. But I feel like this is an incredible base, and I don't know why I have tried and tried and tried doing this over and over again.
Oh yeah, we have
Oh,
the kit in black and in blue and in hunter green.
so we do have 3 kits,
Yeah, we do. Same fabric.
which you
Uh,
could take those kits and do different things with them. You don't have to make it exactly like this. Like if you didn't want these pockets, if you wanted to put inside pockets, you could put inside pockets
Right.
instead. Um,
this
so
kit includes thread and buttons.
yeah,
So,
it's a great, just a great piece. I feel like overall.
yeah.
So yes, I've gone crazy again with the
All
day
right.
jacket.
Well, where do you want to start? You want to start
Oh.
with what you have on?
Let's start with, so this, I don't even know. My son said it reminded him of Mick Jagger's Rolling Stone kind of look, just with.
That'll either sell it or unsell it.
I know. You're right.
No, I think it's, yeah, he would wear that.
And I made it long. Oh, they've all tried it on except for Jack. Roger and Sam both have tried this on, but I love that it's cool. It's fun. I don't know. This fabric, we couldn't figure out what it was. We think it's a silk.
Yeah, it's either, I think it's a silk crepe de chine,
Um,
but there's 2 layers of fabric.
yes, on the bottom I have that stretchy denim, which is right here. It's kind of a oatmeal-y denim. And I just went and literally took scissors. Where are my scissors?
Right here.
I would take scissors and I didn't measure a thing. I needed wider at the bottom, shorter at the top. I would cut a strip, rip it.
Yeah, it's nice to have a fabric that tears because you want this raw edge on the outside of the garment.
Press it, and then I would serge this edge and then lay it on and just start all the way up. So
it's
and
a little
so and so
more
on.
than just serging the edge.
Well, yes and no. When you serge, you're the serging expert.
Well, I'm not a serging expert by any means, but these look like they've been ruffled a little bit. So I knew that they had been either gathered with one thread, which you could do, or set the serger so it gathers it just a little bit.
Well, and I did a 4-thread.
Yeah.
I sometimes when you're the reason why I said that, sometimes when you serge, it automatically gathers without you trying, because either I have the wrong setting or my fabric is too light or fine.
Yeah.
That will naturally happen. So I did look up how to gather on my serger, and I originally set those and it was way too ruffly. It was like girl ruffle. So I had to sit there and just back off, back off, back off. So to me, it's just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's barely ruffled.
Right.
If you even want to call that gathered.
Yeah,
maybe.
I know. They're shirred. How
There
about
you
we
go.
use that word?
Okay.
Because we don't know what
There
that
you go.
means. So if we don't know what it means that.
Okay.
Yeah. So these ruffles are wide, like maybe 4 inches or so.
Yes. And then I just eyeballed it up, 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 up.
And the ones at the top are about an inch and a
half,
quarter
maybe,
or
inch and a
something
half,
like
yeah.
that.
And
Yeah, I
then-
like that, the way it trails from narrow to wide. Now, and even down here, the
Mhm.
widest you have is about 4 inches.
Yep.
I would say.
Yep.
Yeah. Then you ran out of fabric.
Girls, I was down to this much left, literally this much left. And I still have my sleeves to do. And I thought, ooh, I'm not going to make it. So I cut that piece in half and laid it at the top of each arm's eye. And I made it, I mean, it's narrow where it's caught in that seam. But actually, I think it turned out better because if I'd had ruffles all the way up, it may have looked a little more frilly, or this kind of gives it a little
I
edgy.
like the way it turned out, and no one, of course, would know. And then you've done something to the collar.
So the collar is the normal collar. I just wrapped it in a ruffle, basically, or shirred
Yes.
piece on each side, and then I cut it and added this little piece in the middle.
So there's a seam at the top of that.
Yeah.
So instead of a folded collar, it's two pieces,
Correct.
and the ruffles inserted
In the middle.
in the middle,
Yeah,
in the
yep.
center. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought that looked cool.
Yeah, it does.
And I did the same here on the bottom, just edged it with a piece. And literally, this is pieced together little
So that's
pieces.
a little binding, through the bottom, through the underlayer and the top ruffle.
And it is literally probably 12 pieces of.
You had to piece.
I was down to shreds.
Wow. How many yards did you start with? Do you know?
3, and you should have 3.5.
Okay.
When you're doing something like this, it takes a lot more fabric than you think. It's
Yeah.
like fractured. You know, you think, oh, I'm going to have plenty of fabric, and you don't.
Yeah. Well, Samantha goes to Santa Fe with us and is helping people with their fractured jackets. So she's kind of into a fractured jacket mode.
I am.
Yeah. And this is
Sadly.
another iteration. It's not the first time we've seen the strip piecing. Kathy Davis has done a couple of jackets where she stripped them and then sewn them down, which is a different technique, but you know, kind of the same idea in terms of ripping strips. And she's even done different widths, I think. But she's sewn them down and not ruffled. But this is a totally different look.
Now, and if you wanted to rock this up, wear a pair of black leather pants.
Oh yeah.
Tight jeans.
How about red leather pants?
Absolutely.
That's what he would wear. Whatever his name is.
Really tight.
Mick Jagger
with boots and.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it would be. Well, you have on some nice pants.
I have on your West Ends that are made out of your linen fabric. And instead of going like this with my leg, I came in a little bit, not a lot, but just tapered it in just some to where it's more a straight leg pant.
And you lengthened them.
I lengthened them 4.5 inches.
Yeah, that's interesting. The West Ends are in the pattern. They're on the shorter side above the ankle, and you've gone so that it's
more like a trouser.
Right, where a trouser hits the front of your shoe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trouser. And I wear them with jeans, like a trouser. They're like not exercise pants, but Erin had on Adidas pants yesterday, and they look just like this. I felt like, you know, how they hit the top of the shoe with, they're cute.
Yeah.
Fun.
Well, there's nothing better than a white top. I mean, you see this on the internet all the time. White jackets, white blouses, white. You know, you just can't beat it, really.
The boys walked in and said, "Mom, that's your best yet." Every time I make something, they're like, "Oh, that's your best yet. Oh, that's your best yet." And this was the last piece. So this is my best yet.
Well, they're right. They're right. She has 3 boys in their 20s, and they dress cool.
Sometimes. Mostly, yes.
A little grunge occasionally.
Yes.
But
they are in the music.
They have a fashion sense, and they're into it.
Yeah, very much so. They're the ones that woke me up to the store in Santa Fe called Standard and Strange.
Yeah.
Which you guys had already been to.
Right.
But when I went in there, Roger was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to get me this, you know." So.
Well, there's one in New York, I think.
And Santa Fe, and the boys could probably tell us where the other one is.
There's 3 in the U.S.
They bring a lot of stuff from Japan over.
Right.
High artisan pieces.
And it tends to look a little bit like menswear when you walk in the store. But I can wear menswear, particularly Japanese, because they run a little bit smaller. But they have stuff for us too. So.
And I bought that one jacket that I have used or mimicked the pockets on the next garment. Do you want me to bring that over?
Sure. Sure. Standard and Strange. That's the name of it.
So this is another ripped garment. And see, you can't even hardly see the pockets are on it.
Yeah, the pockets are an interesting shape. It has a curved top, and then straight here, and then it's curved. Which
I have shown that pocket here with you guys over and over again.
You've used this pocket a lot.
But again, this is a day jacket with that pocket. I underlined it in a pink linen. This is shredded, a linen type gauzy fabric. I don't know what.
I think linen, you don't think of linen as something that tears, but every fabric is different. And so you just have to experiment. But I want to ask you something.
Ask me.
I remember this fabric, and it's interesting fabric. But was this part, the pure white, was that part of the fabric too?
Yes.
Okay, so every strip of this. And did you change widths? No, these are all the same width this time.
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe it turned out that way, but I didn't plan it that way.
Okay. But now
No.
this time they're sewn down.
Yes. Yes. This was the first that I made of the 3 or 4 that we're going to show. I put on a exaggerated collar, which I had seen a Gucci done this way, where it's really exaggerated. That is a very large collar. And then it was pinned down.
That's
where
interesting.
You could see
I've
the
never
front
seen that.
and the back.
That's cool.
It was a girl, an actress on one of the Today Show, and then I went and found it, and I was like, oh, that is so cool how they've done that.
Okay. You shorten the sleeve.
I shortened the sleeves, and I had intended to put buttons here, but I only had this many buttons, so I just sewed it down.
Yeah.
But these are some of the buttons that are fun. I think you have some green and some orange ones left.
We're going to talk about buttons in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this I made, but these are the linen viscose pants. This was made on Sunday because I sent Linda a picture that morning. She surprised me with that I would be doing live this week, and I was like, oh goodness. Okay.
We all knew it, but she didn't.
So I started scrambling. I said, I have these one pair of pants I would love to finish because it goes with this jacket beautifully. So I
wait till you see this. This blows my mind. I love these.
But it's just applique or machine embroidery from Urban Threads. I just did it in various spots. Again, it was a Standard and Strange inspiration that I had seen for my boys. And once I had put all of the machine embroidery on, I asked Roger, I said, Roger, what do you think? And he's like, it's missing something. And I was like, what? And he said, well, you need to add some wild stitching, and then you need to add some kimono patches. So that's what I did. I put, can you even see the stitching? I just randomly stitched over it. And then the kimono patches are in various places just for fun. See,
now
that's
this
just,
you did on this, just the sewing machine.
Yep, just back and forth.
That's cool.
Front and back, front and back, front and back.
Yeah, big zigzags.
Yep.
And these are not lined, right? No, this is the viscose linen that we carry. We love because it's stable enough to embroider, and yet still drapey, and it's wonderful. So repeat the. You bought the software called
urbanthreads.com. They have. I mean, you could use anything. You could use flowers. You could use, something that's very special to you. But I was trying to rock it up a little bit. So I was looking for more edgy embroidery designs. And Urban Threads had them. I'm sure there's other companies that have them. But you buy a group of them for like $29. And then I literally laid it on there and just go. And then I would go and strip some other thing while I'm waiting on that to finish. So that's how it happened.
I just love those.
So cool.
Yes.
So cool. So fun. So that.
And you've used some of the decorative stitches
from my machine, and that was Roger as well.
Which is something I forget about. But like here's some kind of decorative zigzag something or other
It's like it looked like crosses almost, but it doesn't
Right.
turn out exactly like
Yeah, so that's
crosses.
kind of strengthens that one. Here's another little set of decorative threads.
Let's see if you can see that.
And
Yeah,
did you just use regular thread?
I just use regular thread, not embroidery thread.
Okay. All
The
right.
embroidery thread is almost shiny,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't think this would be appropriate
It's
for
shiny,
shiny.
and it's pretty thin,
Yes.
or at least
Well,
it
that might
sews
be
thin.
good. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that might be good for certain things, but I just felt like I'm trying to be more edgy,
Yeah.
more current, more young.
Yes. Well, fabulous.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. So now we see a third one.
So this is my superhero, what I call it. But again, it's a day jacket. I have the Now and Zen, or the Zen collar. The Zen collar. I put how many buttons?
15.
And these are just some fun buttons I had found here, and I bought one or like 3 of each of them. But they're just like POW. There's a spaceship. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then another standard and strange inspiration was they had a jacket with one big pocket. Can you see that? One big pocket.
It is hard to see, isn't it?
Yes. And then a regular pocket over here.
Yeah. I love that.
So it was very asymmetrical. Again, I think
it's hard to pick up, but this is strip pieced.
Let's see if I can get close.
And there we
You
go.
can see the
And the top fabric is a silk crepe de chine, and the under fabric is
cotton sateen, stretch.
okay.
Cotton sateen.
But it doesn't have to be stretch. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Correct. And you have a denim stretch that this would work beautifully with.
I love what you did in here.
Because I didn't have enough fabric.
Yeah, it's just a strip, a torn strip.
Yep.
Of a print, silk print, that she's laid on top of the under collar, and it just stitched it down.
Yeah, I think that was at Betsy Johnson. You know.
See, Samantha's really good about following a lot of designers. I'm not so good at that. But you have a whole set. I mean, everything from Betsy Johnson to Jill Sander.
Yes.
You know, couldn't be more different.
That's true.
So I think that's pretty cool.
I covet certain ones.
How do you organize all that?
Organize what?
What you see and keep as an inspiration. Is it on your phone?
Some, but I usually, if I like something at the moment, I go ahead and print it out and I put it on my bulletin board behind me. And then I get a bee in my bonnet, or you could say obsessed with like the ruffles, for instance. I saw something in the buttons. I kept seeing all of these designers that were putting like vests and things. They had more buttons than you would ever use. And I thought, I have to try that.
Does every button have a buttonhole on
yes.
that? Okay.
And this sewed so perfectly. I didn't mess up one.
Well.
Woohoo! Right? Yes. Look how beautiful these buttons are.
Yeah.
They sewed well.
Yeah, those are nice.
Hallelujah.
Now, I'm noticing that this, you purposely wanted this shoulder ruffle, or did it just happen to work out that way?
It worked out that way.
Okay. Yeah. I see.
Yep. And what I did, I lengthened these sleeves, let's see, 3 inches. So I just went down 3 additional inches, the same on this white one that I'm wearing. And I put just a tad bit of elastic. See, it's just a little.
Just a little bit.
And that allows me to do this. And it stays up. I love that. I didn't want it tight. I didn't want to have a button to deal with. It's just a little bit of elastic that helps it stay up.
Yeah. And the pockets are just channel stitched, unlike the strip. There's no strips on these.
Well, being with you, you would have wanted me to line up the strips. So I thought, I can never line up those strips. So I did the channel stitching the opposite way. Let's see if you can see it. There. You can see it.
Yeah.
So you can see the channel stitch on the pocket is just a little bit opposite, to where I didn't have to match anything.
Do you use that little accessory on your sewing machine
Yes.
that's like a little L thing?
Yep.
Okay.
That quilters use to
Mhm,
stay
mhm.
an inch over or whatever. So yeah, this is so fun.
Yeah, that's just gorgeous.
And then Weston pants again, tapered slightly
In denim,
in
lightweight, drapey denim.
that I would have embroidered if I had more time.
Well, you've still got, whole week.
There you go.
All you need is a day. So
Oh, but I was sweating that one out
yeah,
at the end.
I bet.
Yeah, because embroidery takes some time. You have to just set the machine. It says 8 minutes.
I'm a little bit stupid about these programs or these files that you buy.
Mm-hmm.
Does this work on any machine? Do they work on any machine, or does it have to be a machine that also embroiders?
You have to have a machine that embroiders.
Okay.
And I think there are maybe 6 or 7 different types of files. So like if I buy that one design, let's say,
Yeah.
Urban Threads. Where's my eagle? Right here. My eagle. Okay. The eagle. So my machine only works EXP files.
Okay.
But there's like CST, FML, whatever. I can only use the.
Okay.
So you order the eagle, you get like this many files, but only one of them for me works.
Okay.
The EXP.
So you have to know what your machine.
Work with your dealer, figure it out.
Yeah. Now, did you use a hoop?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I put in tearaway stabilizer in my hoop. Then I lightly sprayed it with KK and just laid my fabric on top. That way I'm not trying to hoop my fabric because I feel like that stretches it and makes it distorted a little bit.
So you don't even put the fabric through the hoop?
Mm-mm.
Only the stabilizer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So that KK2000 is a temporary glue, spray glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and, Fusy Web. You cannot get away without using Fusy
Where do
Web.
you use that?
Everywhere.
Well,
I use it everywhere. When I'm putting in a waistband, on the side that you have to fold in, this side,
yeah,
that you fold back in
yeah,
and sew from this side.
right.
I put Fusy Web on there first because it makes it behave when you're trying to sew
Alex
that down.
does that too. Yeah.
It makes your sewing so much better in so many ways. And how many do I order at a time? 6, 7 things at a time. And I'm like down to 1 now.
Oh my gosh, that's panic time.
I can't sew without Fusy Web.
Kathy's gotten into the routine of cutting it in half.
I do that too.
You do that too?
Especially with this. Because I didn't want you to be able to see a line. So I just barely did a little bit on this. Because I didn't have interfacing.
Did you chalk mark those lines first? You just eyeballed it.
Well, I laid it to where the 2 fronts are on my mat straight. And then I lay a strip on there.
Okay.
Bring my iron over and on my cutting mat, which I know you're not supposed to do, but I did.
It's only a cutting mat.
Correct. And life is short. I want to get to the fun part, the sewing.
Absolutely.
The creating, the sewing, just the.
Yeah.
So, who's going to make some of these pants?
Oh man, I want some of those. My machine that embroiders is in the vault.
We got to get it out or get you a new one. We need to just buy you a new one.
Yeah, right. And the embroidery part of it is in the box that's never been opened.
Okay, Alex.
And I've actually taken classes on free motion.
Well, and free motion is different than.
It is different, but you would do the same process of preparing it.
Similar,
no?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Well, you have your stabilizer. You hoop in the stabilizer, so it's like a drum. And then you just KK 2000 on it and lay the fabric on top of the hoop. That's it. That way it stays
and that
still.
KK 2000 holds it down the whole time.
Enough. I mean, you don't need to leave the room. You need to make sure it's not getting bunched up in there. But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites. I
Yeah.
love that asymmetrical
I told you
pocket.
it reminded me, we're talking about rock groups. This reminds me of the Beatles and that one video they did where they're all dressed up like military people a little bit
Yes,
with
you're right.
buttons and red jackets.
I may have to put this alone.
I saw a documentary on, yeah, that's
It's just got so many buttons.
all right. Well, let's talk about buttons just a little bit.
Yeah, while
'Cause
I'm unbuttoning.
We have those buttons. Not a lot of them left. Samantha bought most of them.
Well, not Carolyn
Mason?
Mason did as well. She bought a bunch.
All right. Well, we have one of every, if you bought 15 buttons, we'd have 2 jackets left. But you can buy 1 button and mix it with a lot of other buttons, or you can do half as many buttons, or you can do whatever you want. So what we have done, and Erin may have to chime in on this, because you know me and the techie part of our website, is
We have a coordinating button product.
all right, we have a product called Coordinating Button Collection.
And each button is $5.
Each button is $5.
So Deb will choose buttons based on the fabric you purchase.
Deb will choose the buttons based on your purchase. So like, I don't know if you can see this or not, like this is the one that says Kaboom. They're like under a little piece of plastic.
Resiny kind of.
Yeah, and they're the rim of it is silver, which shouldn't make any difference. You can hardly see it.
But they're just fun.
Yeah, they are fun. So we have buttons that you can buy independently, or you can buy it with your red or beige or whatever color of something that you want. All right, so then we also have the buttons.
From this jacket.
Smiley face.
This one, oh, the smiley face. That fun. There's the one I like actually is this little robot.
I have that one on here.
I love this one.
The robot. Where is he?
So
Right
hard
here.
to see,
Yeah, right there.
but yeah. Anyway, if you want to do that, it takes 15 buttons. If you want to do something less, no problem. But we also have this button, which is beautiful. This is like a,
It looks like lace almost. Like a
yeah, it has a little raised
there. Yeah.
motif on it that's a floral. That's a little bit whiter than the
Y'all s-
base of the,
Y'all see my blood on my white
Yeah.
fabric?
yeah, I've been there. So we have those buttons as well. We also have these cool buttons that are very similar, but they come in colors.
I love these.
Yeah, these are like embossed.
They're
These are a nut.
yeah, you can see it on the back. It's the nut, but on the front,
So there's a red one. There's a brown one.
that's silver. Isn't that
Silver.
silver?
Silver and brown.
This is purple or lavender,
Yeah.
and you've got
And
pink.
this is the pink and yeah. All of them show the nut color.
On the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have those.
And you could use the back if you didn't like the front, but it'd be a shame because these are gorgeous on the front.
And
I mean,
then
even you could use them all, you know, coordinate them together somehow.
Mhm. Now, did you show the jacket that has
I
these?
didn't.
No, that's the next time.
Yes, the next
Okay, we'll put those away. Okay. All right. Are there any questions, Betsy?
Betsy there?
Yes.
Hey,
Can we see the back of the white jacket, please?
Sure. Do you mean the underside, I wonder? Or
No, I think they just meant like the backpack.
Okay.
is that giving you a good enough view?
I think so.
It's just a
Um,
continuation, and you've matched basically.
I don't.
Yes, you have.
Did I?
Yes,
Woo!
you matched your
Thank
stripes
goodness!
at the side seams.
I don't think I did on this one. This was before. This one I tried to. Yeah, I did on this
Close
one.
enough.
She always calls me out.
Well,
Puts pressure. It's great pressure.
I'm the worst one at wanting to match, but
But this even looked good on you. You've got to slide
well,
this
yeah.
on. Remember, you had it
Well,
on
I
yesterday.
might keep this. I have on the Memphis dress today. It's all hand sewn.
I mean, look at that. How fun. Now you got to push your sleeves up.
Oh yeah. Oh, is this cute or what?
Doesn't that look great?
Oh, no pockets on this one, of course.
No, because of the ruffles. I didn't want to mess
Absolutely.
up the ruffles.
Oh yeah.
That looks great. Look
Cute.
at us. We're twinsies.
All right. What else?
Okay, so you mentioned that you did a broad back adjustment, and this is like slightly off topic, but what do you do when there's a back yoke for a broad back adjustment, like in the cottage shirt or anything like that?
You do it. You can do it either within the yoke or you can do it below the yoke. What I would do, I guess that's what you're asking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What
Please.
I would tape the yoke to the back
Make it one.
and make it one.
Yeah.
Do the adjustment, and then you can take it apart.
Okay, thank you. Are all of your pants the West End pants?
Today, yes.
Okay.
I got good at making them. I can make those in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Knock 'em out.
Once you get them to fit,
Let's
make 'em. These are the first
see.
pants that you've actually liked.
Well, I haven't had you look at them yet, but hopefully I did an okay job. But to me, just get to sewing, get to fun, and you can work it out, Right.
But you've straightened the legs on most of them, right?
I have on all the ones I have today.
Yeah. You can make them wider, narrower, longer, shorter. In fact, she came in today with West End shorts on.
Yes, that are right at my knees.
Mhm.
So they're like
Which is a
Bermuda
great
shorts.
idea. So that's kind of a universal pattern. And it has pockets, which I love.
Yes.
Unlike the Valencias, which are also straight leg, but they don't have pockets. You can make pockets in them, but it's not that easy.
The Valencias make you look fantastic, though.
They do. They take off 5-10 pounds.
They look amazing.
Mhm.
So if you can, I love Valencias too, but I wanted pockets, so I did the West Ends.
Yeah.
Exactly how was the unserged edge of the ruffle attached to the jacket? Is it a raw edge?
No, the serged edge is attached to the background. And have you just done a straight stitch? Oh, a zigzag stitch.
I did a
She
zigzag
did a
stitch.
zigzag stitch at the top through the serging.
And that's it.
Yeah. Yep. Now, I suppose if you wanted to, you could zigzag and attach at the same time.
Yes.
But you'd have to fiddle with the ruffling a little bit,
And I'm
which
not
I
good
think
enough.
I'm
not good enough for that, girls.
that would be insane. So, but 4th thread serge on the top, zigzag stitch to attach it to the jacket.
But this fabric feels so light, doesn't
Mhm.
it? It feels so summery and
Yeah. What did we have up here that was kind of like it?
that and
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you will, like, I don't know if you see me getting all these threads. Your room, your dog, your cat, they're upstairs, downstairs. You will find threads for a while. You just go with it.
Can we see the front and back of the pink pants again?
Back right here. So that's the front. Is that a good view?
Yep.
Front. And then my behind. And you can see some of the extra stitching that was just
I think what makes this a little bit edgy, for me at least, are those crosses.
really.
Yeah, that's a motif that tells me that this is,
Rock and roll.
yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about these crosses, this is the first 2 steps of the cross. And this is the last 2 steps of the one design. So I didn't put it all like it said. I just did the 2 steps here and then the last 2 steps here.
So, oh, I see.
You know, it's like 4 steps
Right.
to add thread on. And I just felt like it was going to be too heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just
That's a good idea.
divided it
I
up.
like this little branch thing here.
Yes, and here it has
Here it is
birds.
again, birds.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Now the eagle looks different too. Is that the same eagle as on the back?
Yes, but this eagle has eyes. Yellow
and a
eyes.
tongue.
Yes, where this one is all the same color. That was the
Yeah,
first
but
one
the
I did.
thread looks different.
Yeah, it is. I used different blues.
Okay.
I was trying to bring in the blues because I have the blue jacket. So I just used different blues and one purple
Got it.
because the purple button's on the jacket.
Did you adhere these in any way, or are they just sewn through?
I adhered them with Fusey Web.
Fusey web,
And then
yeah.
I
That's what I did too.
stitched with the regular stitching.
Yeah.
I want to go back and add Sashiko, but since it was 8:30 on Sunday night and I needed to pack because I was leaving at
I can't do that.
4:15 the next morning.
Ooh,
Had to get up at 3:15.
yeah.
Woo! It
I
was
don't blame
hard.
you. I don't blame you.
So I am going to add some Sashiko, more Sashiko kind of stitching
By hand or machine?
by hand.
By hand, yeah. Over the stitching you've done all?
Yeah.
Or,
Or like
things?
over these
Yeah.
patches maybe. I'll play with it some.
Okay. So is this what you wear with that?
Yes. With that, yes. With this, I have this top, if y'all remember from the Saturdays with Samantha, my little patchwork swing tee. And then I put this voile type fabric on the sleeves.
Yeah, which is just basically a big circle.
Yep.
I think you talked about this. Betsy might be able to reference where that is. I don't know.
So that goes beautifully with this and these blue denim pants.
Right.
And
Yeah, you've got a whole assortment here.
well, I tend to think in outfits. I don't just make a piece. I think,
That's a great idea.
what can I, like the blue jacket and this, I just feel like I don't want to make a jacket and not have anything to wear with it.
Right.
So I knew I was going to make the pink, but then I thought, well, how can I make it edgy? And then my t-shirt is the, what do we call this? Keyhole. I thought it was the ET, but I have ET written in there, but it could be a swing tee. But
It looks like an ET.
I made the little sleeves, but it looks kind of sexy,
Yeah.
edgy. And then with these pants and that jacket, it's so fun.
Yeah.
We have to go out now and have a cocktail
know,
or
let's go.
something.
Go to lunch.
Go to a club.
All right. Well, then you've got one more that's not strip piece. But we have to, oh, well, I guess we're not done with questions. Sorry.
No, we have 2 more questions. Is the lower edge of the ruffle on the white jacket finished?
Yes, this is the one that has the bias strip.
Okay.
That actually holds.
It's not bias, it's just a strip because I didn't have enough to do
Didn't
a
have
bias.
enough to do bias. So this is straight cut. Could be bias, doesn't matter. But it also holds the bottom of the ruffle down.
Okay. And did you do the embroidery when you cut out the pattern or before on the fabric?
So I cut out the pattern, but about 2 inches bigger all the way around. Did the embroidery, and you would be amazed at how, thank God I did that, or else I would not be able to wear those pants.
Is that right?
It is amazing
That took
how
up that
much.
and it doesn't ruffle, it doesn't wrinkle other things above and below it.
Mm-mm.
I don't get that.
I know, me either. Well, and in some areas it would be like this much. In other areas you would have just the edge. I mean, you really need to, if you're going to do some embroidery or some stitching, give yourself some room.
Okay.
I've learned that the hard way with the fractured jackets.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
So.
Hey, we had a question on doing the sleeves on the navy top, and I will do
This,
some searching and find that video
Did
and
you
link
do
it
that
in
on
the
a live
chat.
stream in addition to your Saturday with Samantha?
I don't know if I did it. Maybe we did it on live stream. I know definitely I show how to do it in that one short video, the Saturdays with Samantha. it's a half circle
Half
basically, and you ruffle it just a little, you bunch it, and then attach it, because this is a sleeveless swing tee. I made it sleeveless, and then you just add that, and it covers up your arms. It looks beautiful. It's a lot of fun, and you could use so many different fabrics to do that. And the patchwork was a French terry, so it makes it look like it's a textured fabric, but it's just one side up, one side down. So if you like quilting, this is a fun one.
Do you use the button sew on foot with your machine?
I do. And I practice because of Linda and her teachings years ago. I think it was our first class together in Atlanta where you had said, before you start sewing anything, take a piece of your fabric. This is even without buttonholes. Take a piece of your fabric and try it with different needles, different threads. Make sure everything is working before you get going. So I still do that when I'm just sewing, and I always change my needle, because you're like, that needle is so cheap compared to your machine. Why are you trying to save a needle? Just get a fresh needle every project. So I do that. And then the buttonholes, I probably make 10 before I actually start going, and then I'll make sure my bobbin is full, because it never fails.
I know.
It always runs out.
I know.
So I make sure my bobbin is full, and I have a new thing of thread before I start going.
Yep. Do you use paper stabilizer?
I do.
Yep, me too.
Almost always. And like with this red, I got red tissue paper. I did, because I didn't want to have the white little things.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, red tissue paper. Like if you're doing black, get black tissue paper.
That's brilliant.
Otherwise, you're picking out those little white pieces. So
that's the best thing I've learned in a long time.
Well,
Never
damn.
thought of that.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Good. I taught her something. Woo.
On the white jacket again, sorry, she wants to know if just the general ruffles are unfinished, not the very, very bottom.
Yeah. All the other ruffles are raw edged.
Okay.
Just
That's why you tear the strips.
Yep.
Torn.
Perfect.
And when you press it, it makes it look a little better than this.
Yeah.
But
that's been pulled and it'll settle down.
Yeah, you just take it to the ironing board and press it, and you just go with it. Sorry, I touched your boob.
That's all right. There wasn't much there.
On the blue and white jacket, if you want to grab that.
Okay.
On the underside of the collar, are those snaps to hold it down?
Yes. Yes. Little silver snaps. Nothing special, just little silver snaps. And you don't have to do that. I just had seen
I think it's a cool detail. You're right. The collar is going to stay down without the snaps, but there's something, just an extra little touch of a Gucci touch.
Yeah.
The snaps.
And they had red on the inside, and it just made it look, it makes it almost like a stand-up like this, but it's really a collar. It's just I just got the bee in my bonnet.
They make snaps in colors?
I know they do silver and black, but I don't know about beyond that.
I don't know. I'll have to look at that. I bet they make red and
I bet
blue and green, and I don't know. I've never seen them, but
or you could
I'm
paint
gonna
them.
look.
Just paint them with some
paint
fingernail polish.
Fingernail polish. Yep.
So,
how will you wash these jackets?
Oh,
I don't think I will.
No.
If I do, they go to the dry cleaners.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I.
No.
Gosh, I hope I don't get anything on them, especially this one. Although my blood is on it.
Yeah.
My DNA.
Yeah. No, these are too decorated, in my opinion, to wash.
Yeah, I would.
And the pressing of them and trying to revive them. Oh, no.
Yeah, it wouldn't be fun.
Which side of the strips did you serge?
Either side. It doesn't matter.
Matters. There is a right and wrong side to serging, but the serging doesn't show.
Well, but also, I was worried about the different sides of the fabric.
Yeah.
On this, well, that went out the window after about the third or fourth strip. I was like, there's no way I can keep up with what goes up, what goes down. So I just said,
Yeah.
forget that. And I just started putting them down. And you can't tell
No,
if
you
I
can't
flipped
tell.
it or,
But the serging is hidden. Here's the serging, and the next ruffle covers it. So you don't really have to pay attention to the right and wrong side of the serging. Although I'm pretty picky about that. That's one thing I do pay attention to. It's when I think about which way the seam is going to go, so I want the right side of the serging to be exposed. It's a little bit flatter,
you are correct.
tiny
But
bit.
once I started ironing, I couldn't tell a difference.
Well, I'm sure.
So first I started out keeping everything the right way. And then I was like, good God, because I had to do them one at a time
Right.
to keep the right side up. Well, I was like, this is never going to work. I needed to do like 10 at a time. And then, so I just said, forget it. I'm just going to get going. And this one, it just barely overlaps, if at all. Does it overlap any? These are butted up against each other, these strips, like Kathy does on her
They
fracture.
kind of vary a little bit.
So,
But yeah, it is covering up a little bit.
yeah, maybe an eighth of an inch,
Yeah.
a quarter of an inch. But
But
because
you also could leave it more open,
Mhm.
like so you could see the color. Like if you had a contrasting color underneath, you could see those stripes of whatever.
Oh, that could be fun.
That could be fun.
Maybe that's my next one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What kind of fabric did you use for the white jacket?
The top layer is a silk crepe de chine, and the bottom layer is the stretch denim.
Okay. And then I have 2 comments to share.
Okay.
Snaps come in many different colors, particularly plastic, so we'll have to watch out for that.
All right.
And the quilter rule of thumb to remove blood spots is to spit on it. So you might give that a shot.
Okay. Yes.
And I have hydrogen peroxide because my
There you
husband's
go.
a physician. He's like, just spray hydrogen peroxide. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I think it's like a badge of honor that I sewed it and it has my blood on it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is our questions for the moment. So if you want to show fabric, you're free to do so.
Where do you want me to start? You want to do this?
Start with that.
Okay, so this is also a day jacket, and Kathy and I had been coveting this Jill Sander wool coat that had these cocoon sleeves. So I ordered one thinking we will look at it. When I got it, it was so tiny and the fabric was questionable, even though it was $2,500. So I said, I'm not going to keep it. It's not, to me, it wasn't worth keeping it to get a sleeve pattern. So I sent that back and I tried to, from the pictures, mimic that cocoon sleeve. And I did it on this John Galliano fabric, which you have to get up close. It's like a white, but it's John Galliano. And I didn't put the collar here. I put the sleeve in and I backed it with like a white linen because otherwise you really cannot see the specialness of this fabric. When you just look at it plain, you really have to back it with something.
Boy, that is so true.
And
I can clearly see it, but it's not coming off on this. There a little bit. It's kind of a shadow writing. It does say Galliano on it. We don't have a lot of this left, but boy,
it's a lot of fun.
This is a fantastic fabric.
Yeah, you can see it there.
There it is.
Yeah. This would be a great summery light coat or jacket to throw on to go to the movies.
You could just make a nice shirt out of this.
Oh, wonderful
and
shirt.
Not underline it and all that. But let me put that on because I thought it looked pretty good on me.
And it's got these pretty buttons again. The sewing workshop has a lot. I call it like my hidden jewel box here. I always go home with a bag of buttons, even though I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I just buy a bunch of buttons. And these are some of those that look like lace.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Those are pretty, aren't they?
When I had a retail fabric store, and this has been 30 years ago, we had a ton of buttons.
They're hard to find now.
And we brought them, what was left, to this sewing workshop. And
How good that looks
Isn't
on
that fun?
her. See the cocoon sleeve?
Yeah.
It's not easy, and I think it needs a little bit more perfection or perfecting, but it's got, I put pockets here.
yeah, this is cool. Anyway, so we have those buttons, plus we've been adding to them over the years. But you're right. All the great button companies are out of business. And so it's really hard to find those unique ones.
So
Yep.
even if you don't know what buttons you want, just say to, I mean, Deb is great, Linda's great, Erin, you could say, I really want to add something fun and funky, and they can send you pictures, or they can just pick a bunch and send them to you.
Right.
You know, and I would let them pick, to be honest.
And the thing about the ones that we brought from 30 years ago, we haven't changed the price.
I know some of them are, I'm like, I'm taking all of those. 'Cause
I
they're,
know,
so
they're
cheap.
So.
Yeah, you couldn't buy buttons like that
No.
nowadays. This looks great. So that's
Okay.
one of the fabrics that's for sale, but this is a special fabric. So if you don't get this now, you're probably never going to see it again. And this would be great just to have. You may not make something with it immediately, maybe next year. But I would definitely get some yardage of that.
And this is a linen stripe that is the same fabric, different color of what
My pants.
Samantha has on in the navy. So this is a great, well, this is shirt weight and pant weight, basically.
And you could embroider on that. You could, make a top and pants with that. So,
Okay, you can take over now because Samantha picked these fabrics out as
to go together.
top, bottom, or underlayer, top layer, bottom layer. So I'll let you.
So for instance, this red here is another stretch. Is this a denim or a twill? Or some of them say denim, some of them say twill, but it's like a thicker with just a slight bit of stretch.
This is not a twill.
The tag's up at the top.
I'll take that back.
Let's see. I hit it up there.
Stretch denim.
Stretch denim. There you go.
Cotton blend, but
So
it
to
is
me,
a diagonal. So you know what? It is a twill with a satin sort of finish on the top.
but it makes it to where your fitting is easier than a stiff denim. I feel like
Oh,
just having that
absolutely.
little bit of stretch really makes the difference in the shoulders and things.
Right.
And I picked this pink. It's pink. Can't really tell. It looks white, but it's a pink organza that would strip and be beautiful ruffles or shearing.
Shirring.
Yeah. So but this really would go with a lot of the others, but those two I think would be a fantastic jacket.
That's cool.
This is aubergine, I believe. Aubergine stretch denim.
Aubergine stretch denim.
There you go. And then we have this. This is what did you call?
Is this a hemp?
Yes.
It's a hemp, organic hemp and cotton chambray. So it's a cross-dyed. It's got two different colors.
So this purple edge, when you rip it,
is
going to be gorgeous. Against this, it will be fantastic. But also this, if you like purple and red, purple and oatmeal, purple and this blue. I mean, there's so many different ways you could use that. This is an oatmeal linen, and this actually has a little bit of, no, is that just linen?
Not really. Not really. It's just linen,
Linen.
oatmeal.
And then this is the bright white or just white viscose.
Yeah, we got a couple of whites. This is the paper white.
Viscose.
This is the viscose linen, paper white.
But it tears beautifully, would look great with this. I mean, you could also do it with other colors. I mean, to me, just have some fun, play with it. Pick your favorite colors. Like I love red, the white, the blue. I mean, I'm just a sick person, girls. So, so this is the pink denim stretch, the same as the red and the aubergine. And then we picked this pink viscose linen. what color is this?
I don't know, candy something.
Taffy pink. But how fun would that be? Those two
Mhm.
together. This denim I love. This is the pants I made. This is called hemp organic cotton denim dark blue. So it's this, that's the hemp, but it's a
Oh yeah, for
floaty.
denim, it's you can always tell a true denim by the color on the wrong side.
but it's light. You
I
know,
know,
to
it
me,
really
this is a summery
and
denim.
that's doubled right there,
Right.
the way we hung it.
And then we picked this
Silk charmeuse.
Silk charmeuse, stretch silk charmeuse to go with it. But again, you could put this on this, you know, this on this. I mean, there's so many options. And then we have the oatmeal, which is what my white jacket is made out of. Where is my white jacket? Oh, over there. It's called stretch denim putty. Putty is the color. And then she just got this in. So this is special. It wasn't even, is it on the website yet?
I think it might be.
Yes, it is now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not going to be there long.
Yeah.
This is a special. This is like a silky, satiny
Yeah.
motif.
This is like a China silk, but it has a charmeuse
feel.
feel
It
to
feels
it.
like
So I don't know what
butter.
it is.
But it's all of these motifs on this netting, but it's not like netting, it's like leather netting kind of. I mean, this is really special.
So if you were working with this, and you wanted to do strips of this, let's say on this,
You'd have to cut it.
you got to cut it.
Yeah. You
Can't-
couldn't rip
Can't
that.
rip it, and you wouldn't gather it necessarily.
Mm-mm.
Assure it,
Right.
Yeah.
But this on the red, this on the purple,
Yeah.
this on that
or
pink.
just lay this on this in total pieces and make a jacket,
Correct.
and not try to strip it.
Yes. Maybe do something fun on your collar,
Yeah.
but that's it. I
Yeah.
mean, this is gorgeous.
And you think of it as something dressy, which it can be, but you put it on a denim,
Becomes
totally
every
changes how
day.
you wear it.
But even this on the white would be
Yeah.
fantastic. I mean, this is special, girls, ladies.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on that one. Or that John Galliano. I can't believe that's still here. But
Well,
I
for
like
the very
those.
reason that it,
Yeah.
we're having a hard time showing it. It doesn't show up on the website very well.
Right, right.
So you kind of have to see it
Yeah.
to believe it.
Okay, so great buttons. Do we have any patterns for sale this week?
Well, I'm
Yes.
assuming we have the day jacket.
The day jacket, the swing tee, and the West End.
Woo,
Okay.
woo. All great.
All right.
Remember, the West End can be shorts too.
We
Yeah.
also have the day jacket class on sale.
Okay.
And those day jacket cord kits, those are
Awesome.
50% off. So don't
50.
sleep on those.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I wanted to just say that the stretch denim online are called brush denim twill because we had a debate after we made those tags and
Okay.
changed the name online.
Okay.
But the color names are all the same.
I'm getting one of every color.
Do you think the aubergine could make jeans? Could those make
yeah.
jeans?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Perfect.
yes, yes.
Any of these stretch denims would make great pants.
Okay.
Jeans, pants, whatever.
And-
Jackets.
How is the day jacket pattern different than the now jacket?
Oh, it's not even close. Only the base of it is the same width and the same side shape. It is longer.
And it has the band.
sleeve, it has we've added the band, we've added the pockets, we've added the patch, we've added the cuffs. I think we've slimmed the sleeve, maybe. I've kind of forgotten. The collar is different. Boy, I tell you, I'd hate to have to do that work.
You just need to buy the day jacket pattern.
Yeah. I mean, you can do it, but because obviously we did it. Probably took us a month. I'm not
But
kidding.
why reinvent the wheel? Just buy the pattern.
Exactly. Exactly.
Just buy the pattern.
But in terms of the shape of the fronts and the back, that's probably the same except longer.
Generally,
Yeah.
yes.
All right, those are all the questions that we have for today. And I put the link to all of the sale in the chat so you guys can pop on over and see that. Oh, one more question popped up. How about the Hudsons for the stretch denim twill?
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay.
I love that.
All right, I think that's it on my end.
All right, and then they've added a button category under certain fabrics, I guess. And so if you want buttons, you just put in the quantity that you want,
I mean, look at these. They're
and
gorgeous.
you'll get the buttons. And they're all $5.
And that product is within the sale page, so you'll
Okay.
find that on there.
Okay. Oh, right. It's a separate category. Got it.
And even if you don't like what these are, get some buttons that can make or break a garment. You
Yeah.
know, just have some fun with it.
We have a So Kansas starting tonight that'll last the rest of the week. And when you come to So Kansas, that's your opportunity to really invest in some buttons.
Oh, I can spend. Me and Carolyn Mason got lost back there the last time, and I had a baggie like of jewels this big. I went home with.
Yeah.
I spent
Yeah.
a
I feel
lot of
like-
money in a little bit. It's like gems,
I know.
You know?
I've collected buttons over the years too, and I use them.
but they're fun. They're just jewelry.
Yep.
For your garment.
All right. Well, thank you, Samantha. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you,
And thanks for
Samantha.
everybody tuning in. We will see you next